Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. My name is Taiylor Wallace, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening. And with me, I have Astrid Knight.
And also Titan.
Titan, who looks very disturbed.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be here right now.
He's down with the sickness.
Yeah.
Go, Ash.
Hi, you can find me everywhere at Astrid K Writes or at my website, my Astrid.com.
Go website.
We are banging on all cylinders today.
All two of
Just
them.
gonna
I worked
the entire
10 hours
today.
Shut up. You can find me everywhere at Astrid K Writes or on my website, astrodnight.com. I wrote a book. It's about D&D. Hey.
What's it called?
It's called Perception Check. Yep. It has words in it. And stuff. Back to you.
Wow. All right. We also have Blake Wolfe.
Hi,
Blake Wolfe.
I'm Blake Wolfe. You can... Oh, I just shut a window I wasn't supposed to shut down on my computer. Fuck.
I'm gonna be
Down
real
one
honest.
cylinder.
Today, we are 20 pounds of dumbass in a 10-pound bag.
Yes. I am myself, and myself writes books. And those books have werewolf dick in them. And if that's what you're into, and, you know, whatever cream-filled werewolves do for you, that's what we've got. So go check them out.
Up in here.
Now,
Yep.
the books have werewolf dick in them. Do they have werewolf dick in them too?
If you do it right.
Also, is it cream or is it custard? Because there's a difference.
Whoa, no.
It depends on how warm the werewolf is to begin with.
That might be too much for YouTube.
Oh my god. It was about donut.
No, it was not.
Yes,
all the werewolves oh my god, you guys. All the werewolves in my books are long johns. And that is what happens. So go check them out. BlakeRWolf.com. You find me anywhere, Blake or Wolf. There you go. Please, oh my god, move on.
Maple icing.
They're not Canadian werewolves.
Long Johns. That is a sentence you could never say in any other context.
All my werewolves are long johns.
Oh my god. Harris, please, Gale. Oh.
Hey, everybody. I have this book.
No,
Some of the houses might really be haunted. It's full of spooky, scary stories, and I am just so happy with how this turned out, and just I'm loving life.
Are you?
You can find it on Amazon.
Oh my god!
Didn't you just have a 1-year anniversary? Or I guess it's like January when this is going up.
Yeah, it's January when this is going up. Way to date us.
Sorry. Never mind.
Anyway, we also have our long-suffering stream master. Former stream master, now producer, Zach Koop. It is. We're not changing it. We're not redoing it.
No.
Hi, Koop.
Happy New Year, everybody. You can see me complaining about the things that I love that have been ground into ash and dust at my whatever the website is called now, at Zachary Koop, whether it's the current state of Spider-Man comics or the disaster franchise that is the Denver Broncos. You can find me there.
I mean, by now you're probably a 49ers
I
fan.
knew someone else would have to just jump in and say something during this. Anyway, back to you, Taiylor. Tell us about the Atlaran book.
We can always count on Koop to bring us down. It's great. Yeah. Oh yeah, there is an Atlaran book. Oh my god, wait, that comes in a second. Hi, my name is Taiylor Wallace, as I said before, dungeon master and editor at one point or another for some illustrious authors. You can find me at Taiylor Wallace on Twitter. I don't do Twitter really anymore. Yeah, make sure you misspell it. Never find me. Taiylor Wallace. Taiylor Wallace at your service. Yeah, make sure you misspell Taiylor, you never find me. All of our links are in the link tree on screen or in the descriptions wherever you're watching or listening. Check out Wayward and the Wanderer. It is the first of our series about Campaign 1. We're in Campaign 3 now, so you better catch up. Nice glasses, Koop. You can also support us on Redbubble. Now let's go to fucking Atlaran. Last time, if I can actually grab my notes here, was episode 10, False Faces, in which you guys fought a baby False Hydra with masks.
False Hydra.
And where there is baby, there is mama somewhere else. Not really. I don't know if I'll actually do that. But anyway, during the fight, a little phantom boy named Julian kept coming around the Castille brothers, who certainly recognized him, leading Damian to attack him and leading Ezra to try to defend him, even though you're both aware he wasn't real. Interesting choices all. The goose also ran around in the fight, a little white goose with black markings on him, who seems particularly taken with Ezra. After bringing down the False Hydra, thanks to a very clever use of shatter with lightning instead of thunder, and thanks to some fire chicken magic, you guys came out victorious with Vudan at your side, who in the fight had hasted Damian. With the timey-wimey bullshit fixed, mostly, in the Lannahechee Copse, you guys headed back toward Oskory and left Vudan on the edge of town because he looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and people are apparently scared of him. So you had him wait there for a bit while you figure things out in town and at the Abbey. It is getting to, let's see, it's still kind of early-ish in the day, I believe. Or no, it's not. You guys have a few hours left of daylight to get back to your lodgings or do whatever you're gonna do. But yeah, you guys have defeated your first mini-boss, so congratulations.
So we got a long rest at this point, or no? Not yet.
No, we have not.
No.
Unless you want to skip straight to the Ivory and Red, but I think there's something some people wanted to do.
I think we talked about going back to the Black Abbey and the Clarion Basilica to basically let them know about what was going on in the Lannahechee Copse, and also tell them about Vudan and that he might be able to get the mosaics up and running,
Or
like
just
the way that they're supposed to.
right. Or just figure out more stuff about them.
Do we have enough time to go there and still get back to the Ivory and Red?
As long as you don't fuck around for several hours.
This group? Never.
No.
Todd? Never.
This chicken is all about expediency.
Efficiency.
To the grave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, in battle, he's all about efficiency.
Yes.
You start with your biggest swing. That's how you got to do it.
I mean, if we can't make it back to the Ivory and Red before nightfall, we could always just sleep in the library.
Potentially, but they have alluded before that they don't like having people do that.
Well, too fucking bad. I think we're going to the Abbey.
Okay. So, coming back from the Lannahechee Copse, getting back into the Beacon Ring, you guys follow the wall south, through Outer West Wall, through Outer Branagh, through Outer Osricstead, and to the Black Abbey itself. Coming in, you see very little has changed. It's still kind of operating the way it always has, people coming and going freely. The monks and folk who live at the Black Abbey outside of the Order of Ebonmain, just kind of going about their business. Let's see. Heading to the Clarion Basilica, who are you looking for? Are you looking for the abbess? Or are you looking for the order master?
I'd say either.
Yeah, whoever we can
Whichever
find
you see first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, going to the Clarion Basilica, you come in the main entrance underneath that big stained glass window, surrounded by the wall, floor, and ceiling mosaics of the dragons. And you see that at this time of day, it would be pretty empty in here because most people are wrapping up their day, headed home. You saw a lot of people leaving as you came in. And you just see some of the acolytes moving around, cleaning things. You notice that all of the pews have been pushed out to the sides to make a lot more room down the center. And they're just sort of cleaning up underneath where the pews were. The lectern at the dais has been moved. Even some of the smaller statues have been moved. It looks like it's just like a deep clean day, essentially. But as you step in, you do spot the abbess in here. She is helping with the cleaning. She's not too high and mighty not to do some of it herself. And you see her moving around with she's got like a little black bandana around her head as she goes, and she's like whistling and humming to herself. But when she looks up and sees you guys entering, she pauses. She has like a push broom in her hand. She looks at you all like flabbergasted, like shocked to see you.
Is it been a while?
Oh my god. You're all alive.
Is this like a... Oh wow, it's been like 50 years and you all look incredible kind of thing? Or is it like, oh, you've been gone for a couple of days and we thought you were dead?
You've been gone for a week.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
kind of
that
what
bad.
It's kind of what I was worried about.
So
to update all of you, it is not Vrosgar 7th. It is Vrosgar 14th.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Would it be the 14th?
Who hasn't
or would
lost
it be
a week
the 12th?
or two here or there?
It would be the 14th. She said, oh yeah, no, a week is 5 days. Sorry, you're correct. Thank you for catching me. It'd be the 12th.
Yay, I learned something during campaign 2 about how this world
Good job,
works.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm writing in pen, Taiylor. Say it right the first time.
You owe him for that ink.
I owe him like a halfpenny.
No, it's fine. She will hear in her mind when she says, "Oh my God, you're all alive." She'll hear in her mind, "Well, not all of us," and that's it. I'm not going to tell her it was me.
Have you spoken to her before?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, she actually has. Todd tries to push into the abbess's thoughts, but she takes notice and definitely takes offense. Todd demands to know where the portal to the Shadowfell is, but she has no idea what he's talking about.
So she has.
So she has.
Yeah.
Sorry to rain on your parade, buddy.
That's fine.
It's fine. It wouldn't matter all that much.
I'm just fucking with her either way.
Yeah. She looks down at you when she hears that and kind of raises an eyebrow, but she doesn't know you well enough to know you're fucking with her.
Todd will kind of kink his head off to the side so it looks unnatural, like that way chickens can do. So it looks like it's broken. And then just kind of hobbles around like he's a zombie.
Is your chicken alright?
He's just kind of
Define
like
alright.
Like, just
define alright.
That sounds fair enough. Thank you. But no, you all have been gone for an entire week.
I'm very okay with that. I thought it would be more like years or something, but a week's fine.
We also kind of suspected that might happen.
It is very uncommon for people who've gone missing to show back up, especially after this long. What What happened?
Well, we kind of found what's been taking people in there and making it all weird. And I'm going to pull out the mask that I picked up from the False Hydra.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take it out again, making sure that I have, like, a piece of cloth in between it and my hand, because I want to fucking touch that thing.
Yeah. Seeing you be careful of it, she summons a mage hand to, like, pull it closer to herself. And she sort of turns it. You see this, sort of smoky, like, gray, almost like moving smoky quartz hand come out, and it's sort of like faceted. Pick up the mask and sort of turn it slowly in front of her face. She looks it over. She's like, I've never seen anything like this. What is this from?
Real nasty critter, I'll tell you that much. But it had a lot of these, and it was making people look like other things. It was making mist, and yeah, we killed it. That's kind of how we got this.
It's just one of the creatures that's causing disappearances, but we think this one's been doing it for quite some time.
In the woods, specifically.
Yeah.
To the north.
Woods. Is this related in any way to the Earthblood Fountain?
Still working on it.
So, there's more than one thing going on, and you've taken care of this one.
Most definitely.
What has changed then?
Well, it's been a week. You tell us.
It's less
Yes,
foggy.
we have actually noticed that today. That there wasn't so much mist.
Oh my god.
Also,
welcome. We both do the
killed
same motion.
us. It's only been it's only been like a couple days.
It's only been one day.
Didn't we stayed the night at at Vaudan?
No, but that was before we killed the Hydra.
Yeah. So it's
Okay. Yeah.
we've
Yes,
been
we
gone
left
a
you
couple
2
days
days.
from
Yeah.
our perspective.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we killed these today. In time wasn't all weed as we were making our way out.
So it was causing the time issues out there.
Yeah. To the north, that
Yeah.
no one told us about
Maybe.
until we met a crazy guy in a lighthouse. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Captain Pendry?
Yeah.
Damian, admittedly, it's kind of hard to know about it if nobody makes it out.
Yeah. That's true.
Well,
One other thing, too. We met someone in the woods. Kind of lives out there. Seems like an okay guy. Stayed at his place. He's a bugbear. You live here. And, he says that he might be able to kind of figure out what's going on with the mosaics. Might be able to learn how to work them.
are you
Vaudan.
Vaudan? Yes.
Yeah,
I never met him, but I know of him. He's still out there.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
And a bugbear. He's a bugbear wolf.
It might be
A bug
better
werewolf.
that he stays out there then.
What?
He said people were kind of scared of him.
Well, of course.
Even before the werewolf thing.
Wait, how long until the full moon? Is it at the end of the month?
If it's Frostguard 12th, you're in the middle of the month. It comes at the end.
2
of the
weeks.
month.
Okay.
3 weeks. Almost.
We told him that if he helped us defeat whatever this creature was, that we would at least say something nice about him when we came back. And, well, he helped us. And he seems like he's pretty smart and could help figure out some of the weird mosaics that you guys have here.
I would have to consult with the Order Master on that, but
Good, we need to talk to him too. Can you go get him?
He's not here at the moment.
Why?
Dead.
Why? Rachel!
Where's the quartermaster?
As far as I know, he is in town dealing with some business. What? I'm not sure, but most likely at the castle.
Right. I mean, suppose we could come back tomorrow. Nah. See what we can do.
Yes, I think I need a moment to get my head together about everything you've told me. And I'll pass some on to the Ordermaster when he gets back, but well done, I think. I mean, I don't yes, well done, but this is just more new information and a problem solved that I didn't know we had. Or at least didn't know was a separate problem.
Still working on the other ones.
They're like maybe like a slush fund, or like something you could give us for doing such a good job, or maybe like a poor box you could empty out.
Lost and found.
What do you need money for? You're a chicken.
Todd can only talk in one person's head at a time, can he?
Yeah.
I made a ruling that because you guys are so
true.
familiar with him, he can talk to you all.
Yeah.
But he can only talk to one outsider at a time.
I say directly to Damian and nobody else. I'm like, chicken's got needs.
Oh, do you know, poor people kind of need that money.
Then why is it in a box?
To collect for them.
I don't think that's how that works.
Do you know about tithing?
I'm pretty sure they put money in the box and the church keeps 95% of it, and then they give 5% out and call it like a good deed, and then they move on.
That's how most of them operate. That's how the Order of Ivermain operates.
I've heard about that before in a place called Earth.
Earth. Earta. Yeah. But she, as you say this, Todd, she stops for a moment. She says, well, it certainly wouldn't do to have people go unrewarded for good deeds. I don't have anything at this moment, but
we're already getting paid for this. This is a job that we're getting paid for.
You are, but
we did do extra.
This is something else.
This is
extra credit deserves extra platinum.
Exactly.
The same job. It's just
you have to get paid for
Sign
overtime.
up today for the extra platinum card.
More steps than we thought it would be. It's still the same job.
Daddy needs to max out his Amex.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
If you buy components, get 1% back in copper.
Guys, I know I started this, but I need you to stop. No. She says, I will consult with the Ordermaster when he gets back. I imagine that won't be for a while. So come back tomorrow. I'll tell him what I know, and he can ask any questions he has, and I'll make sure there is some extra in it for you.
Bye. Turns around, leaves.
Good night.
Like Ezra actually is like holding back a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
You know, it's fine.
Wait, is it really quiet in this cathedral aside from this conversation?
It is, actually.
So there's just these like heavy like offset footsteps with Damian's limp as he's like just echoing through the chamber as he's walking away, and everyone's just like, okay.
All right. Yeah. But she nods. She says it's fine. I've dealt with much worse.
Oh.
He's probably just grumpy because we killed a child.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Not a real child.
It's
a fake one.
Do you happen to know, speaking of which,
You know any children?
do you happen to know... What?
Sorry, nothing.
I got a rock for him.
Do you happen to know of any creatures, because we don't quite know what it was that we killed out there? Do you happen to know of any creatures that can read minds and then just spit out, like, awful, horrific things from those minds?
Well, there's a number of creatures that have psychic abilities, mind flayers, beholders, spectators,
Yeah, we
a lot
weren't
of
dealing with anything
illusory
that big.
magic using things.
Huh.
But if you'd met a mind flayer or a beholder out there, you would
we'd
not be here.
I know.
What about like a big lizard thing with like 6 heads that does psychic noodly stuff?
Well,
He does noodle damage.
if it had sort of a dragon shape to its body and many heads, that would be considered a hydra. But I don't know of hydras with psychic abilities. Did it have
This
wings?
one was pale. No, I don't think it had wings.
I'm going to research this.
It wore that mask.
It kind of looked like... It sort of looked like a bunch of dicks on one, like...
Uncircumcised
kind
dicks,
of
to be specific.
The door to the
central
cathedral just closes
dildo.
really, really loudly.
It's like a cat of 9 tails, but if it were made of pink.
But it's all dicks.
And this poor abbess.
Dick and 9 tails.
Nine tails.
Ezra's
Dick
like,
and 9
have you
heads."
ever stared like 9 dicks in the eye before? Just right, just all at once,
yeah,
right
in the
in front
barrel.
of you.
Just right down the hairy eyeball.
9 at once.
Oh,
9 of them.
no.
This is how we get sponsored by Naughty Dragon.
Bad
Mean
dragon.
Bad Dragon?
Bad Dragon,
Yeah,
sure, that
Naughty
one too.
Dragon. You're thinking of Naughty Dog. But anyway,
They just Crash Bandicoot.
and Jack, yeah.
They're like,
yeah,
hey, we
she-
really like that joke about the
guys,
dicks.
guys, come on. But she nods. She says, I think you should all follow your friend. I will look into this and talk with the Order Master and have something for you tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I think I may call in the wisdom of one of the Master Arcanists if one of them isn't busy.
Ooh, so important.
Master.
Time for a cameo.
Absolutely not. We're not doing that this campaign.
We're not doing any cameos this campaign?
No, we will, just not that one. That's too much, too
Oh.
early. I made that mistake with Alistair.
Okay, well, pleasure as always, darling. We will see you later.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ah. And then
As we're leaving, I turn back to her and I'm just like, you missed a spot. And then I keep going. You missed a spot. I shit on the floor. And then we keep going.
Todd. I need to kill Todd.
Yeah.
I need to kill him.
Oh, Todd is the best.
He's not, Ezra calls back, he's not potty trained yet, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Technically, we haven't potty trained him.
Yeah.
Actually, she just walks up and casts Prestidigitation.
Like they did in the good old...
That's no fun.
Mhm.
Yes,
Like,
Catapult
he did
hits
the
him with
good
his
old
own
days.
shit.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Yeah, you guys head
I
out
have
of the Clarion
prestidigitation.
Basilica, and Damian is a ways ahead of you, but being that he limps, you could probably catch up to him pretty quick.
Well, I'm gonna like lag back a little bit, and I'm gonna look at Preston.
Leg.
Guys,
I'm
focus.
gonna like. Sorry, it's been a long day.
I know.
I'm gonna look at Preston and be like, "Hey, pal." Whoa. Does he look at me like that? Hey, pal. How you hanging in there?
I think okay.
So confident.
Yeah, that's kind of me. Just so confident.
Yeah. Did fight? I can't remember. Did we see any of your like abilities? Like what kind of abilities did we see of yours again? I don't remember.
I've only really cast spells, and I've transmuted or twinned spells. I haven't really used any like other specific class abilities yet.
Yeah.
But everything, all of the spells have been pretty clock themed thus far.
Okay. I didn't know if we had seen that yet, but yeah, so what's with like all the timepieces? You know, the
I was told by someone who knew a lot about Mechanus, if you've ever heard of it.
Mechanus?
Yeah.
Mechanus.
Do I know what that is, Taiylor?
Make a history or religion check, up to you.
Taylor, I as Ben, do I know what that is?
Make a history or religion check.
No, I mean as me, personally, in life, in real life.
In real life, do you know what Mechanus is? You have to answer that for yourself, buddy.
You have to tell me, because I don't
Go
know.
on the Forgotten Realms wiki.
I only got an 8, so
an 8. What'd you roll for? History or religion?
Religion.
Okay. From your being a cleric, how much does Ezra actually care about religions? Because just because you're a cleric doesn't necessarily mean you give a fuck.
No, yeah, he thinks it's all fucking bullshit. I mean, you know, he obviously you can't be an atheist and fucking Atlaran, but like,
well, you can be agnostic.
Yeah. I think it's mostly like
the true god is the goose.
Yeah, he's mostly found that like, oh, the goose is special. I don't even think he worships the goose or anything like that. He's just like, hey,
they're friends. They're not dating.
Yeah. In another life, if the class fit better, Ezra would be a warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with an 8, you are aware that Mechanus is a place, and it has something to do with like not even necessarily time, but order. But as far as you know, it's like a realm, like on a similar keel with like Olympus or, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, I guess Olympus is technically Arborea, but anyway.
Oh. So that's all I know. It's just like it's
it's a realm.
It has to do with order. Okay.
Yes.
So order. That's pretty much all I know about it. It's just about the order of things of life. Is that correct?
On more of a grained scale, it's not just, you know, like running around here with causing chaos, just like you saw in the Abbey. Like, it's more seeing the order in the chaos. You know, there's like the way things are supposed to function. And just because we see things that are kind of chaotic now doesn't mean that we can't have order in it. It may just mean that we don't have the perspective to see it.
So, you're interested in how things are supposed to function. What wasn't functioning for you?
Ooh.
I mean, we all seek out these stupid little spells for a reason, right?
There was a lot that wasn't functioning. I was kind of lost for a long time, and my mentor found me, brought me back from a bad place, saved me.
I got kind of something like that as well. In more ways than one. More people than one. I get that.
Kind of a rough place to be.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of seeking out order, but I think we find those people not just to teach us spells and stuff like that, but also those people help with the order in our lives as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I found. He was pretty great.
Was?
Yeah, he's not around anymore.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so was I. I mean, it's been a while. It's been like 12 years. But, sometimes still misses guidance. Be nice to kind of have.
I'm going to reach up and pat Preston on the shoulder and cast guidance. And be like, well, it's not much, but there's a little bit.
Kind of makes me feel better.
Good, because it was the cheesiest thing I've ever done, but,
That's not true.
Shut up, you're not there.
I will also cast Mage Hand and hit Preston with it in like a way that makes you feel uplifted.
Get a pat on the back.
It's just right on the underside of the butt cheek.
Yep.
Gross.
Right in the sweet spot.
All right. We should probably catch up to him before he hurts himself.
Yeah, well, I need to kind of stop by a component shop really quick. I need some more silver and iron so I can protect. Also, Ezra.
But also attack. What?
Protect.
Yeah, but also attack.
But
Protect.
also attack.
Protect.
Ezra, have you ever been to Sega Rayafir?
Have I? I don't think I have.
I think we talked about this. Probably not.
No, I'm not really an up northy kind of boy. I was gonna say I like the sun, but I live in Constanos, and that's pretty much
Yeah, you live in the
raining
equivalent
all
of
the
like New
time.
York.
Yeah. So, but no, the short answer is no, I have not.
All right. Yeah, I was kind of curious, like you seem well traveled, like you've been all over the place. So
No, keep going. But
Sorry.
Ben?
It was just like it was like the Alexis hand from like Schitt's Creek. She's like,
Yeah.
That's what got me.
Ezra
The one where
gives
you
a lot
do
of
You do the gay
Alexis
flip, but it ends
energy.
up over your heart. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ezra is like Alexis and Moira and David.
I love it.
God.
Yeah. But no, I haven't. But thank you for thinking that I'm well traveled. I'm actually surprisingly not. This is the most I've traveled pretty much my entire life.
This isn't even that far for you. I mean, I'm from the other side of the world.
That's true. I haven't been, like, everywhere. I think it would be nice, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, who knows? Maybe this will be the chance.
We'll see. I'm sure loving all the woods we've seen. Definitely made it worth it.
Well, that makes one of us, because I could stand to not see some woods for a little bit.
Yep, it was a joke. I don't actually love the woods. I like beds, sleeping in soft, warm beds, and eating hot food. But, you know.
Yeah, kind of the same.
Yeah. I think you'd be a little silly if you didn't like that, but
I mean, Damian kind of seems like you like sleeping on a bed of nails and
yeah.
grit.
Yeah. Like I said, little silly, huh?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Damian is handy.
Sure.
He's a little rough around the edges, but I think his heart's in the right place.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what place you consider the right place, but
Who puts on sunglasses?
anyway, speaking of which,
Yeah.
before he completely tears his vocal cords, we should probably catch up.
Yep. Hopefully,
And I'm going to just like power walk a little bit, like to avoid talking about Damian anymore.
Todd is going to hang back and just mutter to himself, like, nobody asked the chicken how he's doing. Nobody talked to me at all. Everybody wants to talk to the big elephant with obvious emotional problems. And, you know, the unstable twink, but nobody wants to ask the chicken how he's doing. I see how it is. All right.
All right. 1, hurtful. 2,
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
This is already my favorite moment of this campaign so far.
No comment.
How far does that reach? Todd, how does your
telepathic?
I think it's like quite a ways. It's a very long ways.
Okay.
Sorry,
well,
Johnny.
I'll hear this.
5 miles.
And then
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, because we're kind of homebrewing a fuckload of stuff about Todd. I'm gonna say if he can see you, he can talk to all of you. But if he can't see you, 5 miles.
Okay. I'm going to like stop when I hear him say that, and I'm just gonna throw my head back, go, ugh. I'll walk back over to him and just be like, Todd, how are you doing?
It's too late. No,
let's do this.
I don't want your pity.
Do this.
You did get to blow stuff up, so I mean that's probably a good day for Todd.
Exactly. Like I thought you'd be satisfied.
Oh, so we're just assuming that the chicken is satisfied with blowing things up now?
I saw you reduce.
Why would I assume that about a chicken?
Wow, everybody.
In what universe is that a chicken stereotype?
I cannot believe how racist this is right now, and I leave.
So when he does that, I cannot believe how racist this is. He actually picks up a foot and does that. Like he's just hopping along. He's like I cannot believe.
When he says that, Damian stops and waits for everyone to catch up. When they do, he looks.
Damian can still hear me on the other side of town.
When everyone catches up, he just looks at them and goes, it would be specious, not racist.
He does have a point.
That's racist.
What?
Oh my god!
Ace just shows up in an alley nearby and has just been following us the whole time.
Who does?
Ace.
Oh.
Who's Ace?
Either that or some god from above is like, that's racist.
That's Fearin.
Yeah, there we go.
Go light everybody's beds on fire tonight. It's fine.
You guys head to the Ivory and Red. And when you get there, the hostess that Damian previously scarred for life.
We did tell
there.
her that we might be gone for longer than
a week.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you step in and it's still like it's like dinner time, so there's a fair few people in there just getting food, not staying there. You have gathered that the Ivory and Red stays in business by having good food, not renting rooms. But as you come in, and she's just kind of arranging her little hostess like station, the little thingy,
Little snack tray.
Sure, that too.
You got little hostess snacks.
Little hostess snacks, Twinkies and ding dongs and all them things. I'm trying to get better about yes-anding. But yeah, she's just arranging her ho-hos. And as you guys step in, she looks up.
This isn't a brothel.
Yeah, it's her brothel list.
I mean, you can order those services here.
Ooh.
So this is a fun thing. A lot of hotels and like inns in the world of Atlaran have like, it's almost like Deliver-a-Hooker. They have like
It's like Grubhub book for
yeah, they have like a menu that is to do with a nearby business that actually deals in those things. And you can go up, tell them what you want, and they'll send a runner to go tell the brothel, and the brothel will send somebody to you.
Canonically, that service is called Vodroho. You cannot convince anything
Oh my
else.
god.
Also, I just
That's
realized
beautiful.
something. I know, Taiylor, you're going to describe what happens here in a moment, but I just realized something.
Uh-huh.
It's the day after our week of rented rooms is done,
Uh-huh.
and Damian never cleaned up his murder board in his room.
Anyway, she's arranging her little Debbies, and she looks up as you guys step in, and she kind of gives that like surprised Pikachu face, just and
Oh my god.
like looks over you all, is like, "Oh my god, you're alive!"
Honey, we're home. Did you miss us?
And hold on. She blushes deep red.
Oh.
And she's like, we didn't know if you were coming back. So we did clean up the rooms and everything. Sir, your things are all down in the basement. We were hoping you would come back for everything. We tried not to move anything on your board.
Thank you. We're gonna need rooms for another week.
Okay. No one's renting out the second floor. Do you want the second floor again?
Yes, please.
Okay. And she just like gets out her little ledger and starts writing.
I drop another 20 gold on the counter, just like before. Yep.
And she gives you guys back your keys and everything.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Ezra know where Damian is getting all this fucking money?
Do you?
I don't know.
Does he?
I mean, you know what I do for a living.
You know he's a detective.
Yeah.
That it pays that well? Oh my god.
It can.
I have literally spent less than 50 gold the entire campaign so far.
Yeah, it's all been on hotel rooms.
Yeah. Welcome to traveling.
He's got a choice hotel card.
Yeah.
He gets free nights.
But the hostess.
We also did
like,
get paid when we got into town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hostess
so.
like arranges everything for you, gives you your keys, and she says, and of course, complimentary meals and drinks with everything just like last time. And have a lovely night. Let me know if you need anything. And she kind of like looks at Ezra when she says that.
Todd takes a page out of Ezra's book and looks at her and goes, "Thanks, hot pants," and just keeps moving.
Hold on. I need to roll for that one too. You know what? Make me a charisma check for Todd.
It's turning into
Ooh, this is my best skill.
Is going to fuck this chicken.
turning into
Yeah, she is.
shit is turning into Baldur's Gate.
You don't get the drumstick.
That's the idea.
Yep.
Baldur's Gate is a great example.
It's a 10.
A 10?
Yeah, I rolled bad.
She blushes even more when Todd says that.
Oh my god,
I rolled
she
a
wants
6.
my chicken dick.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
She wants your chicken titty.
Chicken titty.
Seeing her blush, he looks back at her and he's like, "Don't worry, this chicken's tender." Keeps moving.
She takes a while to think about that one.
I thought it was pretty good, honestly.
Ezra is going to like put a hand on the desk and lean forward and be like, "Let us know if you need anything."
Oh my god, the winking. We're just gonna wink at people
check.
the whole time. I will so wingman you, Ash, the entire
15.
time.
Wingman.
Yeah.
15.
Boneless wingman. Yeah.
No, there's a bone in there.
There's a few.
At least one big one.
At least one.
I hate it.
But yeah, Ezra, as you like lean in and like you
That's my
wink,
wand.
do you wink at her?
Yeah, I did a little.
Yeah. She puts her hand on the desk as well, and you feel the tip of her finger ever so slightly brush yours. And she says, "You know, I think I will."
You know where to find me. I mean us.
Can I have one of those keys that you guys are both leaning over right now?
Oh my
And
god.
she hands it over to you. Kind of straightens her like little hostess vest, and it's like, "Have a good night, sir."
Bye. just
Okay.
takes the key.
I'm
goes
gonna follow
upstairs.
kind of closely after Damian, and I whisper to him like, "Listen, I know that like technically that's the right thing to do to end a conversation, but just saying bye is really unsettling."
What? Oh.
Yeah.
What should I do instead?
Say thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye even is better.
I will add at the end of this, so like you say thank you and then say enjoy the rest of your days.
Okay.
Plural.
Thank you.
Maybe take the S off the end of that.
Okay.
She only got one
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
I will follow right behind Damian.
I will say, one of the younger workers at the inn will bring up Damian's board if he wants. Bring it out of the basement for you.
Don't mess up my murder board.
He wasn't using a board. He was using the wall.
Oh, well then he'll bring up a stack of papers and shit.
Lovely. It's just like
Yeah.
tied up in red string.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, you guys head up. Those of you who want to can order dinner up to your rooms, whatever you like. Drinks, it's all on the house because you're renting a lot of space and they don't have to clean up all that space, so you could just have shit for free if you want. But
Ezra's having cake for dinner.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Does Todd follow Damian into his room?
I sure do.
Okay.
Roommates.
I just turn around when you're behind me and just look at you.
Hey. I jump up on his bed and just like snuggle in and like just get ready to watch him put the murder board together. Just doing the chicken thing. Walking like an Egyptian.
I just continue staring at Todd.
Buddy.
Ben, do you remember those chicken marionettes we had when we were kids?
No.
I do, and their heads move just like that.
Because they don't have no bones.
The strings. Anyway.
Yeah. I just stare back at Damian. Do that like, I don't know. You can't tell if I'm sleeping or not because like one eye is closed and the other one's open.
So after like 10 minutes of this,
Oh, that's fun.
Damian's like, "You're okay," and then turns around and starts putting up the board again.
As soon as you start putting it up, I'm like, I am okay. Like, just grooving.
Grooving. Just in the back of your head.
Yeah. No, it's Shania Twain. It's like, let's go, girls. I'm feeling all right. Yep, that's what's going on. 5 miles. You guys are going to hear every song that gets stuck in my head for the rest of the game.
Can we intentionally, like, turn off the...
Yeah.
Are we able to turn it off?
You cannot.
Fuck!
Todd is the one who turns it on and off.
Ah, no.
You guys are listening
the Goofy movie over and over again.
You guys are listening to Iroquois country radio now.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
wait
all
till
country,
radios
but
exist. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anything special going on between you two?
Which two?
Yeah.
The two we were just talking to.
Oh. Chicken and cough drop here.
I don't have anything for Todd, so
okay.
What's Damian doing?
Damian is putting his murder board back together, and once that's done, I have something else I want to do, but I will wait until Ezra and Preston do shit.
Well, I think we all know what Ezra's going to be doing.
I am not going to reach out. I put it open. I left it open.
I was gonna say, put
not
what?
That.
Put what open?
Not that. The metaphorical it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just order food and wait.
Ash evolves every campaign. The first one, she had a husband. In the last one, she slept with and fell in love with not a hooker, the owner of the place where the hookers are.
Yeah.
And in this one, she's gonna sleep with a bunch of people, but find somebody else who's like true love.
True love.
It'll be great. But anyway, Ezra, if you go to your room, is there anything you do before you settle in?
I don't think so. Maybe I'll just take out the wand that I got from the goose.
Repolishing it?
Ben!
God damn it.
What? I'm asking.
Stop it!
Wand care is important. You gotta wax that
God
shit.
damn it. Wax it?
Yeah,
like it's a fucking surfboard?
Yeah, you gotta keep it slippery. That way the magic just comes right off.
What you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it out and I'm just gonna look at it and maybe do I don't have
Sorry.
identify.
Admire how big it is.
I'm ignoring Ben for this whole portion.
It's surprisingly squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. All right. I throw the wand away.
Okay.
No. Man, yeah, I don't have identify, so I guess maybe if I can do a Arcana check on it or something. Or...
You already know it's magical. Arcana's not going to tell you anything else.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know about religion. Maybe history. I don't know.
I mean, you could see if you have any idea what this wand actually is.
Yeah, all this. I guess I don't know that much about the goose though either. So
no, you fucking don't.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have I heard anything about wands and souls of the dead or anything like that? Do I know anything?
I would say based on what Ezra the character knows, make a history check.
I have a +0. That's a 9.
9?
Yeah.
A magical goose that can talk and has pockets underneath his wings, which you previously did not know. And also, you don't know what those black marks came from that are now on him. You have no fucking context for any of this. It's just more fucking mysteries about that goose.
Yeah.
Time to do some research.
Ugh. I hate that.
Anyway, Preston, what are you doing? Prior to sleep. We're not getting to the sleep phase yet.
So Preston he probably grabbed a to-go plate from downstairs and is just like carrying it up to his room. And then when he goes in and sees that Todd isn't following him, he just closes the door and locks it.
He's someone else's problem now.
Yeah.
Finally.
Anything else other than that?
I did want to double check. Would we, on the way back, have been able to stop at a component shop so I could buy? Okay. And I'll just remove some money from my inventory for that.
Are they components with a gold cost?
It's powdered silver and iron.
Do they have a gold cost?
Not that I remember seeing.
Then double check, but if they don't have a listed gold cost, don't worry about it. Components are just something that kind of happen.
Okay, yeah, they don't have a gold cost.
Yeah, we just generally consider for components, unless they have a cost associated, like diamonds, you just refill on them here and there, and it's not enough to bother.
Yeah.
So in that case, Ezra, as you're just kind of chilling before bed and wondering if the hostess will actually show up, Damian, how do you make your entrance?
Knock, knock.
Oh, God. Okay,
Just say knock, knock, or...
Actually,
Ezra opens the door naked?
To preface this, what Todd sees is in Damian's room. Damian, like, puts up his murder board. He takes out his little, like, crime journal that he uses, and, like, kind of just, like, absent-mindedly flips to the back of it. And there's a section that's just how to act when I'm not around, Renee. And he turns to the first page there, and he's like stuffed in other notes that she's given. So like at the front, there's another one that again is like circled and underlined. Don't pull a Damian, which is something she's probably written to him on multiple occasions.
Yes.
He turns the next page, and it says, "Don't ask people if they're okay. You're there. They're not okay."
Oh. Oh no, that's kind of sad, actually.
Which sounds really bad, but at the same time is because Damian doesn't ever have to interact with people who are fine. He just looks at that.
Good advice.
He looks at that.
Okay, yeah.
Closes the book, looks at Todd. Don't fuck with my things. It goes and leaves the room. And then goes to Ezra's room, knocks on the door.
You just
Ezra's
hear in your head like...
Honk shoe.
I hear it in my head.
Yeah.
Todd. Yeah.
Ezra is not naked, but he's got like his shirt unbuttoned like all the way down and just kind of like opens the door like, hello. God damn it.
That is so good for it to be your brother.
Yeah.
Gross.
Woo! God.
He kind of
well,
like,
this is not
yeah,
going like
Damian.
Does this whole thing like, what do you want?
This is...
Can we talk?
Is that not what we're doing right now?
Can we talk more privately? How about this? Can I come in?
I'll step aside and just kind of go.
Thank you.
Close the door behind him.
Riveting.
today was a lot.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm gonna tell you some things I haven't told anyone.
Oh.
I just...
Hold on.
Okay.
And Ezra goes over to the nightstand and he takes out a pack of cigarettes.
Cannon!
Yes!
I decided, yeah, sure, why not? So, yeah, he'll take out a pack of and just like are lighters a thing?
Yeah.
Here?
You have,
okay.
You have magic.
I don't have fire magic. Not right now. Oh, no, wait, I do have Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is not fire.
Well, I know. It's like a...
You know what? For flavor,
cigarette.
I'm going to say you can absolutely light a cigarette with Sacred Flame.
No.
Yeah.
He has a lighter.
It's kind of nice.
I like how you went to lighter before matches.
Yeah.
That's true.
What?
Well,
Matches
very clearly it has been established that Zippos exist in this world.
It was a Zippo. It's one of those nice metal lighters.
His is going to be like one of those nice little metal ones. Mm-hmm. It has just like a little, not inscription. What is it? Engraving. That's what it is. An engraving of a rose on it.
Aw.
Just, yeah.
Christmas approves.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And yeah, he'll take it, light it, and then hold out the pack to Damian. It's like, you have to be a smoker, right? Like, just with the way your voice sounds now.
This is from a bomb going off by me.
Oh, great. Now I feel bad.
Having my insides crushed.
Okay, just take the
2 months ago. Okay.
Just take it.
I'll take a cigarette and light it.
I'll light it for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, fuck, I always want to ask if you're okay, but very clearly after today you wouldn't be okay. God damn it. Are you okay?
I mean, physically, fine. I've taken worse hits. Mentally, I kind of was hoping for mindless fornication, but I get this instead. So, how do you think?
Okay. I'm not used to putting this many words together in a row, so I'm just gonna do my best.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you. When I left home for the rebellion, I very quickly had to learn how to compartmentalize things. Not just information, emotions, guilt. And I learned how to do that in my head in a way where there is a place I can go and just hide stuff away to either find it later or never think about it again. And maybe it was because somewhere deep down I felt guilty about leaving, but it took the place of home. And by the time I realized that I could control aspects of it and make things and find things there, the first thing that I tried to make was Julian. I tried to recreate him in this palace that I made in my head, and I guess as some kind of sick joke, I could take home with me wherever I went. But it was always going to be empty. It was never going to have you, and it was never going to have him. And I just moved on. I'm not doing what I do to try to make up for what happened to Julian, and to this day, I honestly don't think about it very much anymore. So for me, it was pretty easy to just attack whatever that was in the woods. All that to say, I didn't stop to think about how that would affect you. And what I was doing was trying to protect the brother that I have left. But I fucked up, and I'm sorry.
What happens when this place that you've created? What happens when the boxes all get full? I know it's like a metaphysical place, you know, like technically you could just create more boxes, but I don't think it works that way, Damian.
No, it doesn't. And the people that I worked with, there's magic that can take away memories from people. Places, names. Well, sometimes it helped to clear out a little bit of space from time to time.
You've been magically nuking your memories.
Not anymore.
What did you get rid of?
It wasn't up to me to decide what would be removed and what wasn't. Helps with plausible deniability and things like that.
So was this just all work stuff, or was it stuff about the family, what?
I wish I could tell you, but it was before what I do now and after I left. And you know what I was doing during those days, at least in part. So
I guess I can't blame you for wanting to forget all of that. I don't think that this, though, is sustainable in any way. I'm just saying I think that I've had my fair share of, I mean, I don't have a physical place that I go to or anything to revisit all the terrible, awful things. But I've had my fair share of days where I've run out of boxes. And I don't know. I just think that when you attacked him in the forest, I guess I just wanted one less box for you. And for me. But I wasn't the one who was going to be doing the stabbing. So.
That's fair. I need to roll a dice for something.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a natural 1, so I think we're gonna have to roleplay that a little bit. Good job, me.
Okay.
Self-imposed dice rolls. They can only go one way.
This campaign is going to be full of trauma rolls.
Yeah, that's what we'll call that. That was
a good one.
That was a trauma roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have to decide if a 1 means I share it or I don't share it.
Share it.
I think it's the resolve to want to hang on to this more instead of sharing it, and so because of this, the resolve is so I have to share it. It's been at least 5 years since I had anything taken away. And from what I know, the only things that were taken away were in regards to the work the rebellion was doing. And you didn't just get contacted because I was in rough shape after my last job. I was gonna reach out to you anyway. I am starting to forget things that I don't think were taken from me, and there are things happening to the place in my mind that I can't explain. And I think it's getting full. And I think that after that creature fucked around in my head, something fucked back. Damian says with a completely straight face while I can't help but crack a smile.
Not my favorite turn of phrase, but...
Mutual fucking.
Mutual fucking.
I would hope all fucking is mutual fucking, but alright.
You'd be surprised.
Some people are selfish.
I was gonna say some people are lazy.
That too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what exactly have you forgotten?
Every so often I'll forget Mom and Dad's names. People I meet, faces, just simple things. I don't know, it's like something's cracking in my mind. And, well, I wanted help from one of the only people I would trust to help me.
I mean, to be fair, I probably would have been less of a shithead if you would have told me this up front. No, that's not true. I would have definitely been the same amount of shithead, but I might have, like, cushioned it a little bit, you know.
It's fine. I've been treated worse.
Ooh, sad. This is a totally selfish question. And I guess you wouldn't really know the answer, but... have you forgotten anything about me?
That's a great question. Taiylor,
Loaded
have I forgotten
question.
anything about Ezra?
Roll a fucking history check. Woo.
Okay, well, it's a 9.
A lot of things.
Oh.
Can't remember what I've forgotten.
Yeah.
By the way, to all the kiddies at home, although we're definitely playing around with like mind palaces and magic and shit, memory loss is actually an effect of severe PTSD. So, you know, just some fun little information for you, because you can't make a D&D character without PTSD.
Yeah. It's my favorite. It's my favorite flavor of psychological torment.
Let me rephrase that. You can't make a D&D character without PTSD or without giving them PTSD, like in the course of the game. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. That's what we did to Noah. But anyway.
I love it.
Noah's fine with it.
It was great.
Noah
embraced it.
Yeah.
So,
Noah's totally
Damian.
fine. He definitely did do anything problematic.
Oh, of course not.
Ezra, what do you think Damian has forgotten?
Yikes.
Because the really big thing, I think, is too important for a 9 to say he forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I think up until now, it's been so long since I've seen each other. So I think that up until now, it was just like those little things where it's like, oh, he forgot that I hate peas because, you know, he hasn't seen me in 15 years or whatever.
I'm also gonna say, Damian, I'm gonna send you this through message because I can't even hint at it out loud or it'll give it away.
No, that's fair.
Where are you?
This is
there
such
you are.
an interesting conversation.
You're welcome. For context, so people don't think I just started laughing.
Don't look at
for
the
no
chat.
reason. Harris, Zach Gale just sent a GIF that says, when you look up symptoms of Alzheimer's on Google,
Oh, no.
and it comes up as previously searched.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Don't take Prilosec for too long.
But yeah.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah. Yikes. But anyway. Yeah, continue your thingy.
No, I haven't.
But how would you know?
That's the point.
I mean, maybe a better question is, what do you remember about me growing up?
I remember that you always got along better with Julian than I did. You got along better with everyone than I did. Everyone gets along better with everyone than I do, to be fair. But you had a knack for it.
I don't know, I think our relationship with Mom and Dad might be tied for shitty child relationships, but, you know.
Be honest, I purposefully try to forget about the way they treated you.
You weren't even around for the worst of it.
He opens up that little book again, and it says, "Ask follow-up questions."
Is this all advice Renee has given him?
Basically, after everyone said,
can't wait for you guys to meet Renee.
After Ezra says, "You weren't even around for the worst of it," Damian is like it's scripted. He's like, "Do you want to talk about that more?"
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why did you say it like that?
He's like, I don't know. He opens up the book and scratches that part out.
I'm gonna try and take it from his hand.
I still have a level of exhaustion, so I'll try to roll something to stop this, but it's gonna be
Okay,
bad.
let's say sleight of hand versus just a plain old dexterity check.
Just dexterity, okay.
Yeah, or dexterity save on your part.
Okay. 14.
21.
Yeah, Ezra snatches that from you so fast that it takes you like a hot half a second to be like, whoa. You're supposed to be quick, dude. What the fuck?
I rolled a 21, and then it was with disadvantage because I have a level of exhaustion.
I know.
Yeah.
I look at it and look at the, like...
You just see pages of advice from Renee on how to socialize. And it's like, some of it's in Damian's handwriting, and then there's definitely somebody else's handwriting in there, like, that puts in notes occasionally. That's Renee.
Oh. This is like... Now I really feel bad. You just can't function at all, can you? I'll just toss it back.
Trauma.
And that's not because of the...
He doesn't catch it, just hits him in the face.
Yeah, he like tries to catch it one-handed and it just flies in a completely different direction.
I'm rolling
and then
another...
it goes, how'd you get my notebook?
Yeah. I'm rolling another trauma dice.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay,
now I feel bad.
That was a 19, so I'm not sharing. Okay. I'll just take it back.
Go pick it up.
I have a hard time expressing emotions and empathizing.
I know.
This helps. She helps.
Well, given the sentence, don't pull a Damian in there, I think I like her already. So. So, you called me back just because you want help with figuring out why you're losing all these memories, and you think some outside force is doing something?
It could just be me.
I mean, it could, but honestly, like... I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, I guess, but... Man, you should have just came to visit me. I know so many people who are so good at, like, not just, you know, like, more of the holistic stuff, right? That we could go back to Constanos.
We could. I need to keep working after this, and honestly, I've heard about stuff starting in home for me that I need to check up on. And
well, okay, but here's the thing. If you did stop spending 20 gold on lodging every time, you can maybe save up a little money and take, like, just a break or something. That's just, you know.
My savings were spent keeping me alive 2 months ago.
Oh my god. I say one thing and then you say the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll figure this thing out and then we can go from there. Decide what we want to do next. Are these two... I was going to maybe talk about this after we got all this stuff figured out. Are these two, like, perma with us now? Like, is this, like, a thing? Or are we just, like, waiting until we get all the other shit figured out? Or...
Well, I want to hire Preston. And then, I don't know what the fuck to think about Todd.
Yeah, it's, gonna say, know a lot of weird people. That's the weirdest one.
It's saying something. You know Wally.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I know. Yeah.
I've been around the type of person that casually incinerates people before, and they are equally handy and dangerous to keep around.
Yeah. True.
He's also in my room tonight, which makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable. Oh no.
Taiylor, question. With my passive perception of 17, how long has the hostess from downstairs been waiting at the door to come in at this point during the conversation? Have I just been hearing like occasional like creaks of the floorboards as someone like shifts their weight out in the hallway?
You heard it once.
Okay.
And then she stopped and walked away.
Okay.
Cock blocker.
Baka? The Bakak blocker.
Yes.
Somebody who's immune to fire damage will be the cock blocker.
It's Foodstruck.
This is I'm very tired. I need to meditate, and also I think I've ruined your night. She might come back. I should go.
Okay. You know, you revealed a lot. Maybe I should... Okay. I don't know what to say. Are you not gonna ask about the fucking goose?
No.
Like at all? No.
Too many boxes.
You know what? That's fucking fair. Okay.
Ask about the goose, forgets math.
I know so much about this goose now, but what's 2 + 4?
Oh no.
Ask about the goose. His
Two-
heart stops beating.
All math
It's
equations.
involuntary functions.
All math equations equal goose.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
2 + 4 equals
Goose's
goose.
love.
Yep.
Goose's life.
Goose's life.
What?
What was I gonna say? Oh no, I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
something.
Oh God, it's happening.
This
to you
is
too.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Fine. Yeah, go like don't just meditate, like actually go to sleep. I know we technically don't need it or whatever, but like you
Never.
could probably use it.
Okay.
Great. Also gird your loins around fucking... That's not the right
It is
phrase,
now.
I don't
It is now.
Gird your loins.
Just make sure you have like a privacy curtain or something to change your clothes behind, because like I don't trust that chicken. He tried to swoop in on my my playing field and not happy.
You telling me you didn't want to Eiffel Tower her in your room?
Not with a chicken.
It's not off the table, just not with
No, it's
I
off the
love that-
table.
I love that you've turned the chicken into a pervert now.
Yeah.
He did call the girl hot pants, so
Yeah.
it's a little pervert behavior.
Oh,
Chicken.
chicken.
Like it.
I think I'll be fine. Chicken necks break fairly easily.
Got me there.
They do. Thank you for reminding me.
And he's out of 3rd level spell slots.
Now's the perfect time. We're gonna have rotisserie tomorrow.
Oh my God. I love how easy it is to imitate Damian. voice.
Just gotta do a fucking
Just Batman.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying no one has actually healed him yet. We don't know what he really sounds like. Anyway.
I don't have that high yet.
That's fine.
Gonna need a true restoration or a full restoration, whatever thing for that.
Regeneration.
True resurrection.
Yeah, regeneration will probably be the thing.
Yeah.
So Damian, you bow out.
Before he leaves, I'll just be like, there's plenty of time to reorganize the boxes, you know. Just don't do anything tonight except for turn off. Yeah, I know it's hard, but
Sure. Well, goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your days.
You learn.
take the S off. You gotta take the S off, pal. Like, the meaning changes.
Yes.
Ugh. We need to start new Jasper's journals for this shit.
When he leaves, can I poke my head out and see if the...
Make me a perception check with advantage.
See if Little Debbie's in the hallway.
Yeah.
Giant
Big
Deborah.
Giant Deborah.
Giant
That's her
Deborah.
name now. Her name is Deborah.
Giant Deborah.
Giant Deborah.
19.
Yeah. So Damian goes into his room, shuts the door, and you like poke your head out to see if you can see her. And you see her doing like the exact same thing at the end near the stairwell. And you see she's got like a bottle in her hands and she peeks out. She sees you looking and like pulls back and then looks back again.
I'll just be like,
And she like kind of like clutches the bottle and like scampers over.
Look at her and be like,
no.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Ben! No, you're not supposed to know those
you're
things.
beckoning people forward.
You're not supposed to know those
It's like
things.
you're pointing at Disney. Mm-hmm. Just use the Disney rules, guys. It's good for kids.
No, guys. There are rules on YouTube.
Guys,
What rules?
that's all him.
I said guys.
Yeah,
We're never
that's all
getting
him.
monetized. We swear way too much to be monetized.
No, we'll never
I
be
know.
monetized. That's not what I'm going for. Anyway, yeah, she scampers over with a bottle of a surprisingly nice Riesling. And
Oh.
yeah. I don't know wines, I don't care. But yeah, she will
Like a
we'll
housewarming gift.
fade to black on that.
As soon as Damian left,
Yeah.
Todd hopped off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
He mage handed himself so he could float up in front of the in front of the
Good
in front of the
campaign
murder
reference.
board, and
Up.
he wants to really like look at the murder board and see if he can discern what Damian is trying to figure out.
Make an insight check.
Ooh, I'm really bad at those. Hell yeah. That's cocked. Ooh, not terrible. Dirty 20.
That's chickened, we'll start saying.
That's becocked.
Yeah, it's becocked.
So, Koop, what do you think Todd would figure out with a 20?
Damian's new theory is that the shift in the ley lines basically created a mirror of sorts of the Feywild side of the woods to the north, which means that the Shadowfell creature is there as sort of like a mirror of the False Hydra. So it's like a nasty beastie that has a place in the Shadowfell, similar to the way this thing had a place in the Feywild, but when those ley lines shifted, we went from Feywild to Shadowfell, and that creature got pulled here instead. And that's one of his working theories right now that would probably be insotted from the murder board.
I like your past tense of insight.
Yeah. Insot. That's part of the brain problems.
Todd Todd, is there like a pencil somewhere or something like that?
Sure.
Cool. Todd's going to drop himself on the floor, and then he's going to pick up the pencil with Mage Hand, and he's just going to start writing on this. And he's going to be like, why would it be a mirror? That feels weird. Why can't it just be a tear, like a portal, because the ley lines are messed up? And then he'll be like, also Earthblood Fountain. Scary shit. Kind of sharp. Might tear a hole in reality. And then he's gonna put the pencil down in the wrong place. He'll put it somewhere. Under a table. I don't know. Somewhere it's not useful.
You put it on a rafter.
Oh, no, he takes it and he stabs it into the wall. That's what it is.
Right next to Damian's Bowie knife. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he goes and he hops back up on the bed and he broadcasts out to everybody just so they know that he hasn't been doing anything suspicious. The sleeping noises again.
Honk shoe, honk shoe,
honk shoe,
honk shoe.
He's
I'd
become
like
a
to imagine that
Chinese
he's
goose.
doing it really terrible.
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah.
So then everyone knows that he's been messing.
Yeah, except he wasn't doing it a moment before, so you just now start hearing honk shoe, honk shoe. Ezra in the middle of what you're in the middle of your foreplay, you just hear honk shoe. And Deborah's like, what are you doing?
And then about like 10 seconds after that, because he's got like a short attention span, he just starts like singing to himself. He's just like Xanadu. He's just like Olivia Newton-John in the background. When Damian comes back and like
looking out my back
oh my
door.
god, that's the worst sex music ever.
Well, it's great.
Oh my god.
We're never being monetized.
And when he starts singing wet ass pussy while at the same time.
Oh my god.
Oh, so they're like overlaying?
We're gonna...
Oh no.
Oh no. Or it could be like the Bad Touch, Bloodhound Gang.
There's gonna be a dead chicken in this bed by the morning. Oh my god. Just kidding. I love Todd. No, when Damian shows up back in the room and clearly knows that Todd didn't write all that stuff on the board because he's been asleep the whole time.
For sure.
He goes over to where those new notes are, and he actually he pulls the pencil out of the wall. Here, I'll roll a strength check to see if I can do that. That was a
Hang on, I'm gonna do one for how hard I put it in the wall.
Yeah, is a 15. Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, my strength is -5, and I rolled -3, and I rolled a 17, so 14.
Hell yeah!
0 strength character.
So I pull that out, and I go over to where it's like, why a mirror? Why not a tear? And just think about that, and I draw arrows from mirror and write order ? And then I draw an arrow from tear and write chaos ? And then they're like put one on top of the other, and then I put like VS in between them, and then circle both of them, and then it's just a big mess of everything is circled and underlined, and nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah,
but
it loses
also,
all its usefulness because you circled everything.
Yeah, exactly.
As you work
it makes
towards
sense
the
to
bottom,
me.
Yeah.
As you work towards the bottom of those notes, there's like a crudely drawn chicken somewhere, just like tucked into a corner.
Just like
it's got like little stick legs,
like big bug eyes.
Lovely.
Yeah, like.
And then Damian leaves the room, goes and get a different set of keys, and goes and sleeps in another room. And yes, yes, he does sleep in another room for the first time in like 20 years.
For you.
Yeah. Do we
Taylor,
level up?
I just rolled something. I'm gonna go on the side for you. Anything for you, Preston?
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for Preston's thing.
Yep.
Hold on, I drew the Todd. send it to y'all. But anyway, yeah. Is there anything else the rest of you need to do? Because Preston's gonna need my fucking attention.
Oh, you know what I'm doing.
Oh yes, I do.
I don't. Can you explain in detail what you're doing?
No.
Fucking.
Yeah.
But like,
Are you guys utilizing the cup chair?
There's no third person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you need a yeah.
Todd can have the cup
Not
chair
gonna
in a future
be
day.
Todd.
This won't be the first nor last time Ezra seduces somebody. Okay, Damian, what was your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Gotcha. So, rewinding back to when everybody's still going to their rooms, Preston grabs dinner and everything, goes off to his room, and shuts himself in for the rest of the night. What all do you do as part of your like nightly routine? Without giving anything too secret away.
I mean, pretty much he's going to probably sit and eat the dinner really quick. And make sure that the curtains are drawn, that the doll is in the window, all of that. And then he'll just disrobe down to undergarments and go to bed.
Okay. Without giving it away, so you say down to undergarments, have you taken everything else off?
I mean, like the hat, the robe, shoes.
You know what I mean.
Gloves, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, gloves, all that.
All right. So you rolled a 3 for this night?
Sure did.
Okay. Preston. You chill out in bed for a while. I don't think Preston has had this much like casting and running around in like danger for quite a while. It's not completely alien to you, but it's been a hot minute since something really like big happened. And on top of that, you weren't really expecting all this stuff. Very well done, Koop. You weren't really expecting all this stuff coming here. Like, you knew there was a job, but you didn't think it was going to be this kind of job. So as you're settling in, it's a lot easier than usual to actually fall asleep. You're sort of out before you know it. And at first, it's just a simple, peaceful sort of drift into nothingness. And eventually, as you slip deeper into sleep, your brain takes that sort of drift and turns it into the slow rise and fall of waves on the ocean. And it's comforting. You can almost feel yourself like rocking. But you're not comfortable. You are in the pitch dark, huddled in the cargo hold of the Kraken's grasp. And it's cold, and you don't have any sort of comforts. And you remember these feelings well, but the ocean is calm, and it sort of lulls you to sleep amid all the sort of aches of sleeping and hiding on like hard wooden floor all this time. And as you're starting to drift off to sleep in your dream, you hear something slide along the hull, but it's not right. It doesn't slide from front to back like it would if it were like hitting a reef or a sandbar. It slides horizontally across the bottom of the keel. And that's your first inkling that something is very wrong. Your second inkling is the screams of panic from the upper decks. And one of those screams being cut off as you hear a very loud snap, like a tree falling in a storm, and someone is crushed by a mast. The ship is beginning to much more violently move back and forth, but you have to stay hidden. No one knows you're here. And you see people run down to the cargo hold to grab extra buckets, to grab ropes, to grab supplies, anything they can use to help with whatever is happening above decks. And you're able to, at some point, see out one of the little holes above the waterline. This is not a very, low-sitting ship. The cargo hold is above the actual bottom of the ship. You're able to glance out one of these little portholes, and you see the reflection of fire on the water that's coming from above. And you hear a very familiar voice boom out over the nighttime ocean. You hear it boom out, but you can almost feel it more than you can hear it. And your eye is pulled to the horizon where black sea and black sky meet, the only difference being one has stars and one isn't reflecting them anymore. And you hear the voice just yell your name. Your actual name. What is Preston's reaction to that?
Terror.
Does he do anything? Does he move? Does he try to help? Does he try to run or get off the ship?
He probably tries to run.
Okay.
He isn't trying to help any of the people. He is trying to run away.
So you get yourself out of the cargo hold. On this formerly military, now merchant ship, you go up through the gun deck, and you're able to get out on the top deck where there's actually room for you to, get out and try to get off the ship. And you see the entire forecastle, the aft castle, the waist deck, all in flames. You see the main mast has snapped off at a very strange height, like mid-level above the ship. And you see that as the mast has come down, it's still kind of attached on splinters of wood. The sails are in flames as well, some of them dragging through the water, and it's creating this sort of, if it weren't so horrifying, it would be almost beautiful mix of fire and water going on. And you see standing at the ship's wheel, first you see the helmsman, you didn't know him at all, you didn't know anybody on the ship, but you see the helmsman has been actually impaled on the steering knobs. He's been lifted up and thrown down on them, and the ship has been turned all the way to the right just by his weight pulling it, and so the ship is starting to just turn in a circle. And you see standing right behind that a probably 6 foot tall humanoid figure in a long flowing dark coat. You don't see a face, you just see the back of his head and this long dark hair as he has his arms thrown wide, and you see these long nails coming off his fingers as he's looking up at the back mast of the ship, as you see fire shoot up the entire length of the mast and catch the sails. And he is just laughing uproariously. And then he stops, his hands still up at his sides, and he turns and he looks over his shoulder straight at you, and you see those spiraling green and amber eyes that have haunted you. And you just see, focus camera. Come on. you see him kind of smirk, and he snaps. And you hear explosions go off on the gun deck as gunpowder is set off. At this point, let's see. Damian is asleep. Ezra's definitely not. And Todd, is Todd asleep after like a few hours?
I mean, chickens,
Or
I feel like chickens
hours.
don't sleep very soundly,
Probably
so
not.
yeah.
So I'm gonna say high or low.
For me?
Yeah.
Ben
High.
loves this game.
Yeah, I do
Now
actually.
here's my
Well, this
real
time it's-
PTSD.
More or less to his benefit.
Yeah.
Todd. Oh, hold on. I need to. Damian, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. Ezra,
are
high or
you?
low?
Oh no, I guess I'll do low.
Neat. All right. All of you wake up hearing Preston scream.
Does it just sound like
Damian-
elephant noises?
Damian, you wake up with the chicken on your chest.
Where's Preston's room in relation to mine?
Just down the hall across.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
I
hear
will...
like you hear what is partially probably scream and partially like elephant trumpet, I imagine.
Okay. I will, like, get out of bed and whisper to her, like, stay here. And I'm just going to
Oh, she
quickly...
stayed. Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Debbie-
I don't want to just be like,
It
get out of
wasn't a
here.
come and go.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna stay. She's gonna do the walk of shame in the morning. Yeah,
I'm
she
just
like
gonna really quickly put on pants and then run.
Okay.
I'm like, I rolled a nat 20 not to just like throw Todd against a wall when I'm being violently woken up from my first time sleeping in 20 years.
Yeah.
But I'm not even trying to be subtle. I like break down the door and start running towards where Preston is.
What is Todd?
I'll follow behind, like a little flummoxed that I was just, kicked out of my peaceful sleep atop my warm pillow.
Yeah, fuck
Uh-huh.
you.
And yeah, I'll just follow behind, like kind of, still doing the chicken equivalent of yawning and stretching. Be like, he's fine. I heard they do this all the time.
Preston, did you cast alarm before you went to bed?
I did not, actually. I was going to, and then I was like, you know what, no.
Okay. So then not that alarm would stop anybody, but there is nothing really to stop you guys from getting in except a locked door.
Kick
I'll
that
take
shit
it.
down.
Oh, okay.
I thought Todd was gonna fireball. Yeah, Damian,
I haven't gotten a long rest yet.
Damian, go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Natural 20.
I hope you wanted to reveal a bunch of stuff, Harris.
Natural 20. Not even gonna roll it twice. Yep.
Okay. So, Harris, I'll ask you because I want you to have the chance to save some secrets. What do they see when Damian kicks the door down with his good leg?
So, Preston has been screaming for a little bit, and when you kick down the door, you can definitely tell that he's been thrashing in bed. And when you kick open the door, because it's like an external thing, it startles him to the point where he like starts to sit up, but is so close to the edge of the bed that he goes tumbling out of it. And he's wearing just like simple cotton pants and a sleeveless tunic shirt. But where his right arm is supposed to be, is just a knot of scarred and burned flesh that is basically like he has a little bit of the shoulder left, and then there's just nothing arm-wise below it. And as soon as when he hits the floor, he's so freaked out that he actually like turns that towards you, like he's trying to like extend the arm to like cast a spell to defend himself, but there's no arm there, and he's panicking, like hyperventilating, tears just streaming down his face, and like not making any sense.
Shit.
Can I do like some sort of history check? Like, has that arm always been missing? Or did I just assume he had two arms?
You don't have to make a history check. He had 2 arms last time you checked.
Is there a
Okay,
prosthetic?
did they both move?
Do what?
Yeah.
Did they both
arms,
move?
His arms move normally.
Is there a prosthetic arm somewhere in the room?
You would not see one.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to him. Is this available to me? It should be,
What are you
right?
looking at?
Calm Emotions is a cleric spell. Yeah.
Do you have it prepared?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I wanted to fudge it a little bit because we're kind of in like a weird nexus area, if I can.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. Preparing spells is kind of a rule I like.
Preparing
I
a
don't know
new list of cleric spells requires time spent in prayer and meditation, at least 1 minute per spell level for each.
All
Can
right,
I
you don't have to
say
be a
that
dick about it. Koop.
Can I say that sex is my prayer and meditation?
Honestly,
Oh my
if you had
God.
said it before now, I might have said yes, but no.
But
Not
that
right
means
I
that
know.
in order to change your spell list, you have to fuck. Every
Well,
time.
I can't.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know that sucks. So
Look,
no.
For
That'd be an
Ezra,
interesting
variety is
mechanic.
the spice of life, and so that's why Ezra
Oh my God.
fucks.
At the beginning or at the end of every day, Ezra's like, "All right, are we done for today? Cool. I gotta go buy my new prepared spells."
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something.
Well, then I have nothing that I can do.
I'm gonna try something. Do we
You can try to be
have?
nice.
Question. Do we? I'm asking it because I need to know if Preston has gotten his hit points back yet. Do we have the benefits of a long rest yet, or would we need to wait until morning? No? Okay.
No, I would
cool.
say you've only been resting for like 3 hours.
Okay, good so far. Ooh, good so far. Oh, that's really 16, 23. 31. I can keep rolling 35. Holy shit. Okay, so that was a really good roll. So I'm gonna cast Sleep using Blessing of the Moonweaver from being a Pallid Elf. And it's 5d8. I got 33. Is that enough to beat however many hit points Preston has right now?
That exceeds Preston's maximum hit points.
Lovely. I put you to sleep.
How does sleep move on from there?
Starting with a creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls.
So Todd would go down first. Probably.
So creatures.
I have
Does it have to
33
be
hit points
intentional?
max.
Yeah, spell sense creatures roll 5d8. It shows how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in descending order.
Start with
so I can
Preston.
still, I can still place it. So starting the creature is the lowest. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. Sleeper takes damage, or someone uses actions to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature. So creatures. It just says undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this spell.
Okay, I'm gonna let this one go.
Hold on a second. Oh, I have advantage against being charmed or frightened. Never mind.
Not immune.
Yeah.
So
Preston, in the middle of your panic attack, you are magically sleeped.
he just kind of goes limp. You know, like his staff and his clothes and everything are sitting on a chair near the bed. But, like, he just kind of, like, goes limp on the floor.
Can I, like, mage hand a pillow under his head or something?
I'll allow it.
I don't think that you can lift his head.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
I'll just punch it in there until it looks about right.
I go to Ezra. There's a healer's kit in my bag. Can you run and get that for me?
Well, what are you trying to do? I can do some stuff.
I just want to figure out what's wrong with him.
Alright. I'll go into his room and get the healer's kit, I guess.
Make me an investigation check.
See if you find anything else.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, I probably didn't. 6.
6?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little something. You do find, like, kind of lost at the bottom of Damian's bag, after you find the healer's kit, you find a little, like, wooden box with, like, a hinged lid and one of those, like, little turning, like, little clasps.
Crank?
Yeah. And
no, I know.
like a clasp, not a crank.
Yeah.
And in it there are these little, they look pretty homemade, like little long-lasting, like little chocolate candies. And there's a little note inside the box with a heart and a C next to it.
I take them.
Okay.
I put them in my pants pocket.
Okay.
While Ezra's doing this, I think Todd is looking over Preston and just like kind of poking him with the mage hand and being like, you know what? I think he got some bad grapes. I think that's what happened.
Clearly.
I'm almost certain of it.
I'll come back in and give him the healer's kit, and I'm like, I have spells if we want to try stuff, but like, Damian, I think that's long. I don't think healing's gonna do anything.
I know. I want your help with this, because you have your shit you can do, and I was trained to be a doctor, so let's do this.
Alright. Okay.
We've got room for Doctor Box, but not for Math Box.
What the fuck is going on with Preston? I would like to medicine check him, please.
I'd like to medicine check him. Go for it. Make it with advantage since you got a healer's kit.
We're at 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Cool. We'll stop soon.
12 plus 7, 19.
Okay. Physically, there's nothing wrong with Preston. Yeah, he's missing an arm, but that looks like that was taken care of a long time ago. You know from your own experience, that was some classic, like, PTSD flashback nightmare shit.
This is why Damian doesn't sleep. He's like, this is exactly why I don't sleep!
This is why sleep is terrible!
I need to become an elf.
I guess I will... I mean, I have healing spells, but it's like, I'm not stupid. I know that it's not gonna do shit.
Yeah, you guys would be aware that healing spells are for physical maladies.
Yeah, am I able to do, like, any sort of, like...
A therapy check? That's gonna take years.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
If not a lifetime.
So much money.
While Ezra is contemplating what
It
to
would take
do...
years and 40 platinum.
While Ezra's contemplating, I just take his robe, like his robes that he always wears, and just put them over his body, so he's now got the pillow from Todd, and he's got the robes over him, too.
So, funny thing happens when you move that robe, if you don't mind, Taiylor.
Yeah, go for it.
When you do that, you hear a clicking sound, and an arm falls out of it.
Oh.
A clockwork and porcelain prosthetic arm.
And it is the right arm, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just carries around 2 lefts.
Never know. I lost one.
Yeah,
I gotta make sure I got a
He's
spare.
half Rakshasa now.
Yeah.
So quick cue. Should we just let him sit here? Or should I wake him up and be like, "Hey buddy, what's going on?"
After a minute,
he wakes up.
the spell wears off.
Yep.
Oh,
But
cool.
this time, Preston,
been
you
moved.
come back much more calmly.
There he is. Good morning.
So I would assume that Preston remembers at least falling out of the bed and seeing people.
Oh, absolutely. But your panic functions were forcibly shut off. So
Yeah.
you can think clearly, but you do not feel good.
The great reset button was hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
The great reset
I
button.
hit the snooze button.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I'm just gonna start.
That is so good on so many levels. Good job, Koop. A+. Take an inspiration. Take an inspiration for that, Koop. I'm gonna hand those out. I'm gonna be a Bria Iyengar.
So Preston kind of like sits up and he's looking at all of you and he sees his arm on the floor and Damian holding the robe and remembers all of you coming into his room and just how scared he felt. And he's gonna sit up and kind of sit like crisscross applesauce. It's still weird for me getting used to that term. That's not what we called it when I was a kid.
You can
but
just say
fair.
cross-legged.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's better than the other one.
Yep.
And he's kind of hunched over, and he's kind of looking down and like glancing at you guys a little bit every now and then, but you can tell his eyes are getting watery. Like he's really ashamed and really upset.
Ezra, at the bottom of my bag, there should be a small box of chocolates.
Yes.
I did, you know. It's weird. I looked all through that bag and I didn't see shit.
Okay. I
I
must
don't
have.
see anything.
Make
like
a
that.
deception check versus insight.
Oh, homie, Damian's like a walking lie detector too.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You notice the outline in Ezra's pants.
Visible chocolate line.
Well, clearly I forgot that I ate those. He says, just like looking straight into Ezra's eyes.
I will take it out.
The little note
I
with the
do
heart
too.
in the sea falls out.
I think it's at this point that Todd looks at you both and he goes, "Oh my god, his arm is missing. That's what's wrong."
I take one of the chocolates and I just hold it out to Preston.
Benjamin.
What?
God damn it.
He slowly reaches out and takes it, and he's trying to unwrap it with one.
Oh, they're not
hand.
wrapped.
Oh, okay, good.
They're
I
homemade.
was like, this. I was like, man, this is one of them Dove motherfuckers that's in box.
It's not
No,
mass
they're
produced
like
chocolate.
little chocolate truffles rolled in cocoa powder so they don't stick together.
I'd like to see your giant elephant hoofs, like just trying to like
That's
peel
what
a
the
tiny
trunk's
little
for.
chocolate.
Oh yeah.
So
Trunk
he
is very, very good.
he takes it and he bites off a piece of it. Just very quietly says, "Thank you."
It's got mousse inside of it. It's really good.
Many moose were hurt in the production of this chocolate.
It's just all blood on the inside.
Just knowing who made them though makes that way fucking funnier.
Yeah, it does.
If you get the one with a piece of antler in it, it's good luck for the next year.
Oh,
Also
God.
break a tooth on it.
Ew.
Yeah. That's why it's good luck, because the worst thing's already out of the way.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
He doesn't really respond. He just kind of sits there, but his breathing is starting to hitch a little bit, like the panic is coming back a bit.
Preston, just breathe, dude.
Yeah, it's what everyone sees, but it's not always easy, is it?
Oh no, it's fucking difficult. Trust me.
I look at it. I just turn my head to Ezra and just say very quietly, "This is why I don't sleep."
I don't think this had anything to do with it.
Sorry, I got you all up. I haven't had one that bad in quite a while. Like a few years.
The worst ones always seem to happen when you feel like you're over it.
Mine seem to come when I think I'm safe.
Too realistic. Stop it. At this point, you guys will also hear a little tap on the broken open door.
You're paying for this.
Four heads turn in unison.
Yeah.
You see, because it's been long enough now, you see standing kind of half in the doorway, in like a little robe, because she came prepared. You see Debbie, the hostess, and those are two different brands. It's fine.
Yeah.
You see she actually has brought up a little tray with some cups and some tea. And she just very quietly sets it down on like a side table. She looks at you, Preston, kind of seeing that you're the center of everything, and of course she heard you. And she says, "If you need anything at all, let me know. I hope you feel better." And she kind of slips away.
Well, you need any of us to hang out? Make sure you fall back asleep all right?
Never heard someone ask me that before.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know if that's good or bad in your eyes, but
congratulations, you've never met anyone who wanted to be your friend.
Yeah.
Todd reaches into his bag and pulls out a deck of playing cards, and he just starts dealing everybody a hand. He's just like, "Sit down. We're gonna get your mind off what's going on."
I love that.
Ezra, I've never had people around when I've had this happen. I've always been alone.
Well, I would like to offer my sincerest condolences, Preston, but you've decided to make friends with the strangest assortment of assholes this side of Atlaran.
When Preston says that he's always been alone, like that's kind of when the tears start coming a little bit more. But when you say that, he gets like that, you're on the verge of sobbing, but then something happens that's really that's funny. And so he kind of gets that and just kind of like laughs.
Way
and
too
just
well.
kind of like he just keeps like he laughs, and then it's just like he keeps going back to like the sadness, but then he just keeps chuckling, and it makes the tears come out more, but he's not sobbing. Like he's happy to not be alone, but he's still not okay. It's one of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Todd, what kind of game are you dealing?
Does anyone have any fours?
What are
I
we
guess we're playing
playing?
Go Fish.
I thought we were playing Old Maid.
I don't know any game except for poker, so we might
Specifically
have a problem.
strip poker.
Yeah.
I mean, Ezra,
Which poker?
if you don't mind me saying, I kind of think
Barely
that
know
you
her.
did a little bit of poker tonight.
Oh, Elephant Man's got jokes. Wow. Look at you.
Pretty sure the only joke was your dick. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, now
Jokes
who
on
has
you,
the
I
six?
don't have a dick.
Wait, really? Does Ezra say that?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't say that. But
I didn't know
I was
that.
going to do something. Hold on. Is Damian, are you what sleepwear are you in? Are you shirtless? Are you like, what are you in?
Damian is
You have a
shirtless.
long stocking cap on.
Straight up
Yeah.
naked.
No, Damian sleeps shirtless, so at this point everyone would see that like he's fucking shredded.
Of course he is.
But also he has like a lot of like you'd recognize like burn scars on his body. And he has like crescent moon tattoos that are like, they're weird. They're like gold, but in other lights they're like black, almost like pearlescent, the way that they shift. He has those on his shoulders. He has 3 of them on his chest and like mirrored on his back as well. But yeah, he's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Well,
Todd is also shirtless.
yes.
Got his harness off. He's naked.
Harnessless. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still has the hat on.
Still has
though.
the hat though.
Still the hat. No, sleep in the hat.
He
Well,
pulls the hat
Ezra-
down over his eyes when he sleeps.
Ezra is also shirtless. And he's pretty, like, he's slight, and most of his skin is, like, pretty flawless, but you do see, like, on his chest, he does have a couple of scars that look like top surgery scars. And he leans over to Preston and says, well, I don't know about Todd because all the feathers are in the way, but as you can see, we all got scars here. So don't worry about it.
I was kind of worried that Damian might pick up on the arm. It doesn't always move perfect.
I've known since the first day we met.
Thought you
Of course
might.
you did.
Well, it's easy for me to tell. And at that point,
Did Damian
Wait.
cut his arm off?
Damian's
Yeah.
left arm starts crawling off of his body.
I thought you were gonna just pop it off.
And it's like
Oh,
the
no.
flesh just starts like melting off of him into like a puddle of like the nails disappear and start turning into teeth. And
It's a miniature Akira.
Yeah, Taiylor, question, what does a mimic look like when it's not in an actual shape?
Each one is different. Much like
Okay, Koop, that is so fucking cool. Oh my god, I love that.
Much like changelings, they're all unique. So this little guy, he's pretty small. He has the grand total similar mass to Damian's arm. What is it? Just below the elbow or above the elbow?
It's like right here. It's just above the elbow.
Okay. Yeah. So he's got a similar mass. So he's pretty small once he like balls up. But yeah, he kind of stays squishy and like kind of what's the name of that little pink thing from Treasure Planet?
Morph.
It comparable to Morph, but like less gushy and gross. Just like a little ball with like a mouth that doesn't have a jaw. There are no bones in this creature. It's all just moving like flesh and muscle. But little mouth that the fangs all like curl in and it closes into this cute little tiny mouth. His eyes are mostly circular, like almost a little too circular. And almost completely black except around the edges. He, by the time he finishes like morphing, he looks almost similar to the Pokemon's feel.
Oh hell yeah.
Like he has like little flippers that he like can push himself around on.
It's a beach ball, Ash.
It's really cute. It's one of my favorite designs.
It's a beach ball that's a skull.
So just so you know, as this starts happening, Preston goes, I'm still in the dream. I'm still in the dream. Guys!
You're not Preston.
We're having
Preston.
a shared dream, I think.
I just put my good hand on Preston's shoulder and just go, Preston, you're safe.
You know that it's kind of freaky first time you see it, right?
It's freaky.
To finish the transformation from arm to ball, this thing just like has a tiny little mouth. He's got like his big dark eyes, and he sort of sprouts these little like nubbins, almost like ears, but they're not actually ears. And he's just kind of sitting there like just a little slug with flippers, and he turns sort of a blue-gray color, almost like a neutral cuttlefish color.
He looks like a Batman ball.
Titan, stop it! But yeah, he just sits there with his little flippers in front of him, and he looks at Damian, and he opens his mouth, and it gets huge. With just the fangs. Just, You see a little gray tongue in there?
I don't know. I'm not entirely unconvinced we're not having a shared ayahuasca moment here.
We're not. Yeah, we're not.
Todd looks at everybody and he's like, I guess since we're all revealing our secrets. And he takes off the hat and puts it down. And he's a chicken. It's like, I'm a chicken, you guys.
It's got a little comb.
How fucking dare you keep that from us, you
I
little
know.
son
That's
of a
awful.
bitch.
The little ball is still got his big fanged mouth open, just looking at Damian like a baby bird, just
I like stick my nub back out to it.
And he closes his mouth. He doesn't actually take it. He like looks at you like betrayed.
I know you're hungry. You gotta... Why am I saying this out loud? You can hear me in my head.
I take the little box of chocolates back from Damian, and I pull one out of the box, and I'm like,
his eyes get even bigger.
Yeah, open wide. I toss it in his mouth.
The fangs like fold in around it, and there's no chewing. There's just a close, and then his body starts like moving, like it's crushing internally, and eventually stops. And
God.
that little gray
This
tongue
thing is
comes
a
out,
gizzard.
and licks his whole face, and then goes back in. And he does a little.
I love him.
And Damian, he jumps at you and bites your arm and starts to reform back into your arm.
Don't even flinch. I'm so used to him eating parts of me every single day.
Yeah.
I just look back over at Preston, who I'm sure is just like slack-jawed, like what the fuck is happening right now. Just look back over at Preston like, everyone's fucked up. You don't need to be ashamed of it.
The last couple days have been a lot. So like 5 guys get incinerated, and then we fought a big freaky mask thing, and I killed a little kid with a rock.
Not a real kid.
That wasn't a real kid.
I know that's kind of the saving grace in all this. And
I like how that's like the new bit, is everyone's like, I killed a kid. There was a kid. What the fuck was this kid? And Damian's just like, not a real kid.
It's been a lot last couple days.
Honestly, in the last 10 minutes, it's been a lot.
It's
Yeah.
actually pretty normal for me.
We had the busiest week over the course of 2 days. Because, we were in the woods for 2 days to us, and then came here and it was a week. Yeah.
We understand.
We do know what. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but it's really hard to play Go Fish by myself.
All right, fine. So wait, do we just ask for things? I want a king. Can I have one?
Here.
Oh, thanks. Hey.
Welcome.
Can I get a queen now?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Oh, cool.
We're playing it completely wrong.
I love this game. This is great.
God.
Can I have the whole deck? Sweet.
Yeah.
I have 2
Damian,
jokers.
give me all your cards.
No.
Oh, I don't
You
want
have 2
those.
jokers?
I
Don't
have
touch
2
them. Those are the cursed cards in the deck.
No.
Little do you know, those are deck of many cards just hidden in this deck.
No.
That would be hysterical.
Would it?
It would be. That would be
We're
something
fucking 8 sessions in, and
That would be
we're...
something Ro would do, is just play normal cards and have you draw a deck of many cards. But anyway, you guys you guys pass a little bit of time playing not really even Go Fish. I think it devolves into war at some point.
Just cards.
Because
we're just playing cards.
Yeah.
you're eventually
We're just throwing cards at each other.
Todd chucks a card at somebody with Mage Hand, and it just devolves. But you will all get the benefit of long rests tonight, assuming that you give yourself a little extra time. Preston, once you've kind of chilled out and these guys have given you some company to feel a little safer again, you are able to get back to sleep, and you do not dream.
If Preston wants, Damian will stay in that room with him.
And as for Ezra, when you go back to your room, Debbie is gone.
I figured.
Yeah. No cuddle puddle.
Damn it, no session 2.
No.
Yeah.
It was a one shot.
Where's Todd sleep after this?
Well, sorry, I'm writing down everyone is an amputee except me.
We can change that.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
No, I know.
Which leg don't you want?
Todd gets
Yeah,
his head
I know.
amputated.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna sleep in the room with Preston and Damian, and then I'm gonna wait till they fall asleep and then curl up on top of Damian again.
Okay. Make me a new stealth check.
Last time that was a sleight of hand.
I just let it happen. I just let it happen.
Oh, it's gonna be a 13.
Yeah, you're aware that it happens, Damian, but you let it happen.
Harris, what have you been trying to say?
Oh, I was saying that Todd gets his head amputated.
Oh.
That was it.
That'll probably happen.
Or his ass.
He does put his hat back on before he goes to bed.
Oh, doesn't like to be naked. Got it.
Yeah.
Never nude.
Yep. Not
yeah,
a nudist.
you all turn in and get a full night's long rest.
Yay.
And that is where we will end for today.
Oh, we ran a little long.
Fucking people.
Let me grab my outro stuff. So, thank you everybody for joining us. You can catch episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and other podcast platforms every other Saturday. By this point, we'll be in the new year, so happy 2024.
Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Yay!
Hi, why?
But
God.
we still have we're ahead of schedule with all our stored episodes, so no schedule interruptions. And keep an eye out because sometime this year we might have a little extra project going on. But we'll see. But we'll see you next time. Goodbye, chicken titties.
Chicken titties.
Chicken titties.
Chicken titties.
Bye.